Hello everyone, we are back with the day 20 of 30 days of food photo breakdown. My name is Prathamesh
And I'm Garima.
and I'm a food photography coach. This is my friend and we are going to break down the food photo that is in front of us. So we basically you want to shoot amazing food photos. I know that, and you want to work with a lot of clients, you want to show your recipes off to the world, but what you struggle most of the times is you are unable to guess what is the lighting setup, how this food photographer must have shot this image, what are the props, what are the backdrops. To solve that problem, I have started this series of 30 days of food photo breakdowns where I take the best looking pictures from Pinterest and on Instagram and we try to break it down, right? So today we have my friend Garima with me, and we are going to decode this food photography setup together, right? So are you ready, Garima?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So before we do any kind of lighting breakdowns, setup breakdowns, what we start with is essentially the lighting issue. So what do you think? Tell me, Garima, where do you think is the lighting coming from in this picture?
From the right side,
From the right side, and why?
because the shadows have been created on the left of the objects.
Okay, okay. So this shadow are you talking about? What kind of shadows? Like where exactly? Can you pinpoint?
Like around the cake, the plate, the napkin.
Mm-hmm.
That
Around the plate,
yeah. So the
napkin.
shadows are at the left of the picture. That
Okay.
means I guess they have probably not probably, but then yes, yeah, it's seen that they have kept the light source on the right side.
Okay. And what do you think? Is it is the light that is coming from the right hand side? And which direction are you talking about? Like right front or right back or right side?
Uh,
Which of the two? Which of the three?
there is a light at Okay, there are two, I believe. One is from the right front and
Mm-hmm.
one is at the right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very sure about the right back because you can see light there. You can see
This one?
the top of the cake highlighted. No,
Okay.
the top of the cake
Top
also
of
it
the
is
cake.
highlighted. So
Yeah.
I mean, I am not sure, but have they put a light source on the middle section as well? So there are three small light source which give overall a look of a bright picture. Is it the case?
I see. I see. So you are partially correct. Basically, it is coming from the right side. But in order to understand where is it coming from the right side, you need to like connect the dots, right? So how I teach my students is, so whenever you look at any food photo, try to isolate one food subject and drop a point on that subject stop, and the shadow of that subject stop, right? So for example, there is, let's say I'll take this particular subject, right? So I have my subject over here. Let's suppose I have the shadow of this, like I'm assuming the shadow of this loaf of bread is falling over here. So what I would do is I would put a point on the shadows, the subject shadow stop, and I would put a point on the subject stop, right? And I just draw a line in between, right? So yeah, just a second. So if I connect the dots between the shadow and the subject, I can clearly see the lighting ka height, right? Where is it kept, right? So if I show you this particular thing from another view, let's say from a side view, so this is what it would look like. So basically, if you have a table like this, right? So this is a rough drawing of a table, and we are clear that the lighting angle is something like this, right? So light is over here. Let's say it's a light stand. So this is a table and this is my food subject. So I know from the side, right side, the angle of lighting and the height of lighting is somewhere like this. So that's the first clue. But yeah, thank you so much. But apart from that, if you look closely onto the bowl that is near it, there is another light source that is hidden. Can you see this? The shadow of this small bowl, which is coming from?
The left.
Yes. So the right hand side light which you saw over here, so let me bring this light over here and let me group it up and flip it up. Can I flip this? I think I'm not able to do it, but okay. So this is the right side lighting, right? But apart from that, we also have a soft lighting which is coming from this direction. How did we break it up? because we saw and isolated this small bowl which is having a gradual outline of a shadow of that bowl, right? So from that clue, we deducted that there is a soft light on the left side of the picture. So this is a soft light from this side of the picture, soft left, and the lighting that there is on the right side, this is a harsh light on the right side. And the same light is falling onto backdrop as well, right? So here you go, that's the lighting breakdown of this picture. Now let me just remove all of this thing and let me ask Garima a question about the visual aesthetics. Visual aesthetics is nothing but the look and feel of a food photo, right? So Garima, what do you think when you look at this picture? Where is the viewer's attention going, or like where is this person, Garima's attention going on this picture? What do you think?
My attention clearly goes to the bread loaf
Mm-hmm.
or cake, I would like to say,
Mm-hmm.
because again, I believe it's the rule of third that has been applied here.
Okay.
So, yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, since they had to, the photographer wanted to highlight the loaf of bread, he
Mm-hmm.
or she kept the other elements, the props of the photograph,
Mm-hmm.
very low key.
Mm-hmm.
They did not let it exceed the aesthetics of those
Mm-hmm.
props individually. They didn't let them exceed
Yeah.
the aesthetics of the loaf. That's why
Okay.
the loaf is highlighted, I believe.
I see. I see. So what you said about the rule of third is totally true, right? If you see, this whole cake is on the right vertical line, right? So it's along the right vertical line, and the best part about this cake is like there's a slice, right? So the photographer is able to actually show me the essence of that cake, right? What's inside, right? I'm not sure what that fruit is. I'm not a baker, I'm not a chef, but what I am decent at is to show whatever very talented people are able to create with this with their food items, right? So that's the job of a food photographer. So they have showed the layer of the cake very well. So that's about the visual aesthetics. Apart from that, what do you think? What are so first of all, you said that the attention goes on to the cake. What is afterwards? Where do you see? Where is your attention going after that?
My attention for some reason sticks on to the cake.
Okay.
But and then that's the best part. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically the photographer won,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say, in taking his picture,
Mm-hmm.
taking this picture because he solved the purpose,
Yeah.
solved the problem.
Yeah.
But then if I try hard enough,
Mm.
then I do look at the napkin
Yes.
because of the color.
Yes.
Because the color pops in that entire background. Even the wall of the background, I believe, is
Mm.
beige.
Mm.
The table is brown, like
Mm.
light brown beige. The loaf
Mm.
is the same color. The sauce or whatever is kept there in
Mm.
the bowl, that's brown.
Yeah.
So
Shades of brown. Yeah.
yes, exactly. So everything is cohesive, but
Mm-hmm.
the pop of red
Mm-hmm.
makes the difference.
And what about the plants? The plant that is behind.
The plant is also, I would say, green. It's also very colorful, but
Mm-hmm.
the fun part is it is like the shadow is coming a lot
Yeah.
on the plant.
Yeah.
So it's not the, although the plant itself must be green,
Yeah.
quite green,
Yeah.
but then the photographer had let the plant be like, let the shadow come
Yeah.
over the plant, not
Yeah.
let the light source get on it. That's why
Mm.
as viewers, my I said my eye does not wander there. It
Mm.
sticks to the cake and then to the napkin because it's closer.
Mm.
Although because it's red, and then very genius play here that they've kept the napkin near to the cake, because again, if you look at the napkin, you'll again go back to the cake.
Correct. 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 Right. So from a technical perspective, what Garima said is totally true. And to give you more context over this, so let me just break down from a color perspective, right? So what Garima said is was true. There are a lot of shades of brown. That's all, right? But you can see the color red, the color green in the plate, and the color green again in the plant, right? So and the green here, both of the green are not that attention seeking, right? It's not that, parrot green sort of thing. They're very dark, very unsaturated, and the use of those green are very muted, if I must say, right? So that's why my red color of the napkin works very well with the whole cake. And if you can see by the look of the plant here, it must be a Christmas tree. And what goes along with a Christmas tree? the red, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of giving a Christmassy vibe, and I'm sure that it must be a plum cake itself to give that Christmas vibe. So whenever you, as a freelancer or the food brand owner, if you're planning for Christmas kind of content, it's not always compulsory to just stick to everything red or everything green. This food photographer has done a very excellent job in bringing the neutral color tones along with the theme, the essence, and the vibe of Christmas, right? So that's how you win the Christmas kind of content. So today is what, 21st of October. After some few weeks, your brands are going to approach you as a freelancer for creating Christmas content. So go do that. Take this as an inspiration. I would love to see those pictures. Tag me on Instagram. It's at the rate p.j. And apart from that, I would also love to highlight the beauty of the backdrop, right? So it's not something like what normally food photographers do is there's a surface and there's a backdrop and they just stick it together. It feels very cumbersome, very boring, right? Because everyone is doing that sort. But here, the shot has been carefully crafted. There are foreground elements at the front, there are background elements. And if you see, there's a difference, there's a distance between the surface and the backdrop. There is a plant kept in between the surface and the backdrop. So my eyes can wander right from the napkin to the cake, right? So if I show you from the front, my eyes are wandering over here, then it goes over here, then it goes over here, then the plant, and then the backdrop, right? So there's a nice path that my eyes are being following in this picture. But what Garima said was also true. My eyes goes towards the cake first, then the napkin, then this particular thing, then the light, right? And the beauty about this lighting is they have used a gobo. Gobo is just go in between object. So gobo, they have used a gobo for cutting down the light so that it creates a directionality, it creates a triangle shape onto the backdrop, the beige color backdrop. And to tell you onto the composition principle as well, there's a rule of three being applied over here, right? So what I teach to my students is they have used the subject, which is the main subject, right? The cake. Then the attention goes towards the napkin, then the caramel wala bowl, and then it rotates. Like my viewer does not fall off the track. It just rotates inside this, right? So I think that's what you were saying as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's a rule of three. I use it a lot for my baker students and the previous baker clients that I was working with as a freelancer, and works very well, right? Because your viewer is trapped in the picture and he's so engulfed in the view that he does not look anywhere else. So that's how you do Christmas content very well. And all the best for the Christmas content that you are going to be doing. All the best for any kind of food photo that you are going to be doing. If you want to learn from me, there's the 7-day challenge that I teach in the basically in that I teach you how do you do amazing food photography just with just your mobile phone. So Garima, would you like to say something about the 7-day challenge about me?
Okay. So yeah, guys, do go watch or buy the 7-day challenge. It's very helpful. It gives you a lot of perspective, a lot of insights that you might have not even thought about while you are in the photography journey. So yeah, he's worked really hard on those challenges. Please go watch.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are kind. Guys, do check out the 70 challenge. And I have also linked down my Instagram profile, which has a lot of food photography related free content. Even if you don't go forward with the 7-day challenge, I would highly appreciate if you go out, and I would invite you to join the journey that I am on. I want to help as many people as possible with the skill of food photography. Again, I'll just say that I have helped 1500 plus students in the past 1 year, and I've been doing food photography from the past 6 years, and photography since I was literally a child, right? So I've been doing photography for a long time, and now I want to help you to do better food photos so that you can grow your Instagram, grow your business, and be a creatively fulfilled person. Thank you. Don't tell me recording me on.